Carter G. Woodson was not just celebrating Black history, he was correcting a lie. That is the part many people miss. Black History Month did not begin as a nice classroom idea or social media tradition. It began because Woodson understood something hard and simple. If a people do not control their own story, somebody else will write them out of it. And once that happens, the damage goes deep. You see, Woodson was born in 1875, not long after slavery ended in the United States. So he grew up in a world where freedom existed on paper, but respect was still being denied in daily life. He worked in coal mines as a young man. Later, he pushed himself through school and became a serious scholar. That matters. This was not a man speaking from comfort. He knew what it meant to be locked out, then expected to clap for the system that locked you out. What most people don't realize is that Woodson did not create Black History Month first. He started with Negro History Week in 1926. That was smart. He understood that big change often begins with a small opening. 1 week was a wedge, a way to force schools, newspapers, and institutions to make room for Black achievement, Black memory, and Black dignity. He picked February because it already held the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, two names people were already being taught to respect. That was strategy, not accident. Let me explain the deeper point. Woodson was fighting more than ignorance. He was fighting a system that made Black people seem like guests in history, not builders of it. If children only hear about kings, inventors, soldiers, and thinkers from one side of the story, they grow up with a crooked sense of who matters. And once that crookedness settles in, it affects jobs, schools, confidence, even politics. So Woodson was not doing decoration, he was doing repair work. And this is important, he was also realistic. He knew that 1 week or even 1 month could become empty if people treated it like a performance. A poster here, a speech there, then back to business as usual. That is the failure condition. Woodson wanted study, not just celebration. He wanted archives, books, records, and serious teaching. In other words, memory that can survive beyond a parade. Black History Month became official much later, in 1976, after Woodson was long gone. That delay tells you something too. Good ideas often move slowly when they threaten old habits. But the fact that his work lasted shows the power of one disciplined man with a clear mission. He did not wait for permission to value Black life. He built the case himself, page by page. So when I look at Carter G. Woodson, I do not see a soft, symbolic figure. I see a man who understood power. He knew that history is not just about the past. It shapes what people think they deserve today. That is why his work still matters, not because February is special, but because the struggle to be remembered is still with us. And if we are honest, that struggle is never only about history, it is about dignity.